Be sure to check out flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and helps support the show. And I believe you can get Pokemon stuff there. I don't use it, but I'm pretty sure you can. What is this? This is a bonus video where I tier all of the Pokeballs. Why? I like Pokemon. The video game, I don't like the card game. I don't like the reward system and how it like randomly takes cards out of your deck. I'm not a fan. The mulligan system is also weird, but this isn't a video where I compare and contrast card games. If that's something you're interested in, let me know. This is just a video where I casually talk a little bit about some of my favorite and least favorite Pokeballs. Now, I haven't played all of the games. The majority of these are familiar to me, luckily because they've been in some of the more recent games. And something else I want to note is this is not about like how good the ball is. It's just about my personal perception of how it looks. So that's how that's going to be colored. Is there any other disclaimer that I should say? Let me know what your favorite Pokeball is in the comments, because I'm very curious, because I know a lot of people like balls that I don't. I'm a child. Okay. So I know I'm covering up some with my face. You'll see those as they go on. Ultra Ball. I like the Ultra Ball. Apparently this is actually called the Hyper Ball in Japan, which is why it has that big H on it. The Ultra Ball is really sleek, and that's what I like in a lot of my designs, is sleekness. So I think Ultra Ball is probably like solid B material. Yeah, it's not... Is it A? Maybe it's A. And of course, I might reposition these as time goes on. It might be A. It's a really nice looking ball. Love Ball, very similar to Ultra Ball, in that it's decent, it's symmetrical. The issue that I have is, and Kappa, this is not a video for children, just so you know. Look, I'm sorry if you really like the Love Ball. I can't help but see a lady's underside as if she were sitting down on a chair that was made of like glass or something. For those of you who understand what I'm saying, yep. And for those of you who don't, you'll know when you're older. So I think for that reason, and for what it's worth, I also don't like the outer color of pink. I like the inner color of pink more. I'm putting the C. Nest Ball. This ball looks weird. Like, I think I get what they were trying to do with the nest ball. Like, we have green for, like, trees and foliage and stuff. And then, of course, we have, like, the brown for, like, making a nest. It just doesn't look great to me. That said, it doesn't look bad. And because it doesn't look bad, I'm going to go ahead and put it over with the Love Ball. The Cherish Ball is actually really interesting. You'll notice that the Cherish Ball not only is mono-red, essentially, it also has an actual, like, divot. You'll see that some Pokeballs do have more texture to them, right? These appear to just be painted on. You see no raising of this here, but you do see that this has an actual indent. Let's see. So yeah, like a lot of this stuff looks painted, but then we get to things like the Timer Ball, which actually does have a little bit of ridge. And for me, it looks a little bit like a red Death Star, and I like that. Pokeball, it's S tier. Like, it's not the best. It's what I like to call low S tier, but it is crisp. It's just that classic Pokeball look. Now, if it had the P on it, which I think original Pokeball did have a P on it, I'm not entirely sure, then I'd feel differently about it, but as it is, I think it's fine. The Moon Ball. I like that there's a moon. I don't like that it's not symmetrical, so that one side is black and the other is blue. I'm not a big fan, so I'm probably going to go ahead and throw this into the C tier. The Repeat Ball. This is a D. I don't know why, but I just can't get over the fact that it's like, oh, it's a Pokeball. Like, it's just a normal Pokeball with some extra, like, bits on it, right? All of these so far have been very different from the normal Pokeball, which is why I'm like, this is just a Pokeball with extra Hakamo bits. Not a fan. Quick Ball. I really like the Quick Ball. It has that nice bursts. It uses a lot of the, like, electric type stylings. You know, we got the blue and the yellow. By the way, if you're curious why I'm playing Magic the Gathering Duels music and not Pokemon music, is because Wizard of the Coast has yet to do any copyrighted shenanigans. Nintendo is not known for their lack of litigation, let's say. Quick Ball, I like Quick Ball. There's like nothing in B so far. Don't worry, we'll get there. But I like Quick Ball, and I'll do the reorganization later. Dusk Ball. It's the perfect B, in my opinion. It's very different. Super different enough from the Pokeball. It's a very interesting style. You know, we have a bunch of like smaller spheres on this, or smaller circles on the sphere. It has a different color seam, or whatever you want to call it. Very few Pokeballs have different color seams, so I do appreciate when they have different color seams. That said, it is one that it loses, like it gains a lot of points for those things that I just listed, but it loses a lot, and specifically the color choice. I really don't like that color of orange. It looks very very like a yammy or squashy color, and I'm just not a fan. And then the greens, whenever you see a Dusk Ball like in art, in a lot of the fan art and stuff, they're always usually a little bit darker, and I prefer it when they look darker. Both the inside, like the inside green's kind of fine, but the bright greens here, I'm not a fan of. And I believe the official art is, I think this is the official art, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just not a fan of the colors overall, so it loses a lot of points. Timer Ball, look, it looks like an egg timer, which makes sense. I just think it's hideous. It has like the weird mohawk, and then it has like freaking like red sideburns under its weird hat. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Friend Ball is another one of those balls that is just decent, right? It's nice, great in the middle. Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing something. Okay, no, it actually just lost a ton of points. So I thought that it was a bunch of red teardrops like all along here, and I thought that this red color looked really decent with this green. Then I realized this is actually a yellow protrusion, not painted on. That doesn't drop it down to C, that drops it down to D. That ruined something I thought was actually fine. Oh well. Great Ball. Great Ball is very boring. It's fine. You know, I really like that shade of blue, and I think I like the red that goes with it. I just think that the design on the Great Ball is lacking, especially when you consider, like, you go from the Pokeball to the Great Ball to the Ultra Ball, and you're going from like no texture to texture back down to no texture, and it just feels weird to me. Like a lot of the texture on the other balls, these are special balls. Of course, we're gonna get to Master Ball at some point, but they're all like special balls. This one's not. It's a normal ball. I don't like that it's raised. I also don't like that. I'm fine that it's simplistic. I'm not a big fan of how it looks. Park Ball. It looks like an egg. I don't like it. I don't know what to say. Like, it's a yolk and then a not yolk. It gains points for having this different seam, but once again, like, it loses points for the fact that the seam is this weird orange color. It's a no from me. Dream Ball. I'm gonna have a lot of C's. I'm probably gonna have to bump some C's up because of the number of D's, or bump the C's up because of the number of C's I have. Dream Ball. No. It's fine. You know, I get it. It's very reminiscent of like Moon Sharna and stuff. The dreamy Pokemon, but like, there are very few, in my opinion, Pokeballs that do protrusions right. This is not one of them. The color's fine. This accent color's fine. This under accent color, also kind of fine. It's a little too much for me. But having this as well just ruins it. Like, if they remove that, it'd probably be, honestly, an easy B tier for me. If this entire blotch was just, like, not there. Dive Ball. Dive Ball is a good B-ball. A nice art coloring. It is reminiscent of, you know, the top layer of the ocean being choppy and white, the middle layer being this nice neutral blue, and then the bottom layer being a darker blue. I really like it. I think in general, it's a nice looking ball. Same with Netball. This is one of the ones that does protrusions well. It has that texture of an actual net, right? It has these crisscrossy things. It gets you a nice color. Because netballs, if I recall correctly, are better at catching insects and fish Pokemon. And you can't just do blue for the fish, and you can't just do green for the insects. So I think it's really good that they had this kind of blue-green color, and, you know, chose, in my opinion, a decent approximation of what a netball should look like. This is one of the good balls that has protrusions. Heavy Ball, another one that is pretty okay on the protrusions. I don't know exactly what they're going for with these protrusions. Like, I don't know what they mean per se, but I do like this color here, this kind of gunmetal steel look. I think that makes sense with the heavy ball. As I said, I'm not sure what these are meant to be. For what it's worth, it looks like a robot that's into bondage. If you can see it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it looks like it has, you know, 2 eyes here. This is just like a head styling, and it looks like it's into bondage. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Fastball. No. If I want a Pokeball from McDonald's, end me. Show me to Rayquaza and let him just destroy me with some sort of magical beam. These colors are terrible. I hate them. I understand the lightning bolt is trash. I don't like it. It's technically not symmetrical because of the fact that this lightning bolt, blah blah blah. No, just no. These colors, McDonald's ruins it. Safari Ball, no. Like, I get it's supposed to be like camouflage and stuff. It just looks like a mess. It looks like a it looks like a muck consumed a Gulpin, and the sheer disgust that occurred, it created this weird, disgusting black hole that exploded these Pokemon as vomit on the Safari Ball. Master Ball, I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this. Maybe it's garbage. It's actual garbage. Get up here. I hate it. I just hate it. The M looks stupid. The purple's fine. Like, if it just had the purple, it'd be okay, and it suffers a little bit of what the Great Ball has. Why do you have these huge bulbous pieces of crap on it in this color that doesn't work to my eyes? It looks like an alien bug with an M on its face. It's bad. I don't like it. If you remove these protrusions and just have the M, I understand that would be like too simple. Instead, make this like one thick, like pink stripe. I still wouldn't love it, but it'd at least be a C or something. One of the things that I have to consider when I think about protrusions in Pokeballs is, does this make it uncomfortable for me to hold and throw? Right. Great Ball, it doesn't really feel like it would get in the way. Same with the net and the heavy. The net ball, you have this texture, but it's not like overbearing, and the heavy ball is just like those actual spheres. Doesn't feel that bad because they're like located in a way that I feel like it's not going to make it uncomfortable for my hands. The Master Ball looks like it's right where my freaking pointer and ring finger would be, and I don't like it. Stop it. Get some help. Heal Ball. Heal Ball's fine. A nice soft kind of periwinkle color here in the seam and on the button. I don't understand the point of the yellow, but still, it's an okay pink for what it is. It goes nicely with these colors. I think the Heal Ball is just a decently B. Luxury Ball. I like the Luxury Ball. It has a lot of those features that I really enjoy. I will say, the Luxury Ball, should I put it down to B because of this? I'm gonna put it down to B. And the reason for this, you might hate, is because these 3 yellows aren't all the same. This seam yellow, I believe, is a little lighter or a little darker than this button yellow. And this button yellow, I think, the button yellow and this stripe might be the same color, but I'm not sure. It's meant to, I think, kind of be this gold-esque coloring system, but it's the fact that they're different makes me a little annoyed. The fact that the seams are different colors is nice. It has like the silver border around it, which actually does lose it more points. I like silver. I prefer silver to gold. I just prefer that color profile a little bit more. But they should have stuck with one or the other, right? Silver or gold trim. And if they went with silver, like the silver trim doesn't really work with the yellow, because the silver and gold are different. You know, different color profiles. They're different metals. They're different luxury goods. And I get why they might want to include both of them, but I just think it was a mistake. I think they should have either made this a red trim or kind of mimicked this, where the inside of this is red, maybe with a yellow button. And then this would have been gold trim. Or make this red trim and make this gold on the inside, right? And then you have like the opposite of this. But the fact that they decided with these slight things makes it not great. Sport Ball. I don't know if I've ever seen this ball. It's weird. It's like basketball orange with some weird thing. It's not awful. It's just not good. Premier Ball. The most crisp Pokeball. Now, some of you might say, but Theorix, I thought you said you didn't like it when it was just a Pokeball with extra faff. The seam is different and the top is different. Okay, the repeat ball, it doesn't, like, the repeat ball looks like someone just took a Pokeball and put a sticker on it, right? The Premier Ball looks like it was made differently. And I just love the white, the white on white and the red seam. It's just fantabulous. I absolutely love it. Lure Ball. The Lure Ball is bad. The Lure Ball is bad. So for some of these, right? Dive Ball makes sense. Net Ball makes sense. Heavy Ball makes sense. Moon Ball even makes sense. Love Ball, sure. Yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. Repeat Ball, I can kind of get it. You know, circle, circle, circle. Sure. Timer Ball makes sense. I don't really get this. That makes sense. That makes sense. That even makes sense. How is this a Lure Ball? I do not understand. Also, I'm not a fan of this color combination. Level Ball. It's okay. Not really much to talk about. It has that yellow, red, and black scheme again, just like the Luxury Ball. Except I feel like this does it a lot better. It's a lot more simplistic while also being like more unified. So let's rearrange things. I will tell you right now, Premier Ball, absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. I try my best to put like everything into Premier Balls. Pokeball, let's see. Ultra Ball, I think Ultra Ball is like the worst of the A's. And I think Cherish Ball is probably in the middle. Let's see. Do I want to move any of the B's up to an A now? Probably the Netball, honestly. Like, I really like the evocative design, and as I said, I really like their choice in green here. Do I think it should be below Ultra Ball? Yes, I do. As for this, I think Dive Ball, Heavy Ball, Dusk. I think Luxury Heal, Dusk Luxury Heal level. I think that's probably fine. Love Ball. I can't not see it. Sports Ball, no, Pokeball is going to be the worst here. I think the only change I would make here is put Moon Ball and Nest Ball forward. Yeah. Unabashed. I hate it. This, I think this is the order for this one as well. Do I like this more than this? I don't think so. Do I like this more than this? No. I think I actually like this more than that, though. Okay, I think this is my order. Not really a bell curve. I definitely dislike more Pokeballs than I like. And for what it's worth, that kind of makes sense. Because, you know, this is the one that you always are going to have to start with. Premier Balls are my preferred ball that I use once I get to the later end of the game. Quick Balls are those things where it's just like, I'm trying to fill my Pokedex. I'm using Quick Balls. Cherish Ball, they're event balls, but I do just really like the style. And then you don't really need a lot of other balls, right? Like, Quick Ball is going to do ya. You're going to have one ball that you primarily use, excuse me, when you, like, really want to start breeding and catching your teams and stuff. So, like, even, like, if you like Nest Balls, you'll just be using those and stuff. So it makes sense that it's a little bit more down skewed. Yeah, let me know what you all disagree with. For what it's worth, this was... Who was this by? Who did this? Apparently it's this person. My assumption is that it's this person who made this. Definitely appreciate this. Let me know what other bonus tier list videos you'd like to see, or if you'd like to see some other bonus videos. I just did this one because I wanted to. That's literally the only reason. Ooh, I actually have an idea for a bonus video. It has to do with my favorite Pokemon. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zen, for their team support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links to that down in the description below. Let me know what your favorite Pokeball is. And until next time, I'll be one.